that I'm going to dehydrate, then show you. Fuck me. This damn pocket rocket, I love that. God damn it, I just spilled all the fucking matches. So as I get ready to hike the Appalachian Trail, I'm going to dehydrate most of my own food. I'm not going to eat a bunch of the shit people out while they're out on the trail. I'm going to eat like a frickin' king out there. So today I'm going to make some andouille sausage, shrimp, spicy jambalaya, and we're going to dehydrate it. And then I'm also going to show you how I rehydrate it to make it taste good. Yeah, a lot of people will show you how to fucking dehydrate something, but they're not going to show you how then you rehydrate it. So rehydrating it so it tastes good, that's the hard part. Making it so it rehydrates well is what's difficult. So let's take a look at the ingredients we have for this shrimp andouille sausage jambalaya. We got some Logan's uncooked raw andouille sausage, Mahatma rice, about a pound or so of plus 100 count shrimp, some green and red pepper, onions, celery, 3 tomatoes cut up, some granulated garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, and I know some people will say, why don't you use the Mountain House or one of those other brands of freeze-dried food? But if you take a look at those packages, you'll notice those things are loaded with sodium. And I know the reps from those companies like to say things that, oh, hikers need a lot of sodium, they want a lot of sodium in their food. Well, that's a lot of horseshit. That's horseshit because a lot of people that buy that freeze-dried food, they're these crazy-ass preppers that you see, and they're like stockpiling guns and food because President Obama's going to suspend the Constitution and declare martial law and come try to take all your guns. But, you know, right here, guns, well, you know, right here, if you ever looked at some of those preppers, they should worry about diabetes and high blood pressure, not Obama coming to take their fucking guns. So let's get started cooking this jambalaya. All right, there's my one pot we're going to use for all of it. Let's let that olive oil heat up a little bit. What we're going to do is take our Logan sausage. And we're going to squeeze it out of the tube. All right. Yeah, though jambalaya looks better when you got fancy sausage slices and chunks and it looks good. But if it's in big chunks, it's just not going to dehydrate well at all. I'm sorry, it's not going to rehydrate well at all. All right, let's throw some onions. What's that, a little over a cup of onions? A little more than a cup of celery. And a little more than a cup of the green and red peppers. We're going to put the tomatoes in a second. Just keep chopping up that andouille sausage. All right, almost forgot to mention a couple ingredients. We got oregano. Throw some oregano in there. We're also going to use some cayenne pepper. We're going to use a lot of cayenne pepper actually. Let's get that started. You want to help it cook a little bit? Throw just a little bit of the chicken stock in there. Just keep breaking up that andouille sausage. Okay, we got that cooking real nice. It's been a couple minutes. Let's throw our garlic in. And the 3 tomatoes we had chopped. Keep that stirred and let it cook, and we're going to be slowly adding chicken stock as this gets cooking. All right, we got that cooking. It's starting to look good. Let's put a little Tabasco in there too while we're at it. Let's give this a little taste. All right, we're starting to feel the heat. Let's put a little more of that fucking cayenne pepper in there. Yeah. Who else is going to be eating this good on the trail? No fucking buddy. Already that has some bite to it, but like I said, make it a little spicier than what you like. Oh man, just look at that. I probably like mine a little spicier than most people. We're gonna shrimp. Use raw shrimp so that you get all that great flavor just seeping into this jambalaya. Fucking A. So I just tasted it. I got it about as hot as I want it on the trail. But like I said, make it hotter than what you think you like. A little hotter, so when you put the rice in, it's going to dissipate some of that heat. Oh yeah. Put the rest of our chicken broth in there. All right. I'm going to add more chicken broth. Fuck that. A lot of the things you dehydrate for the trail, you're just making a base because you're going to add the water while you're out on the trail. But this, because we're going to be cooking the rice, we really have to make it in the same amount that you're going to rehydrate to make sure you get the rice right. Oh. All right, that's been simmering. That's been boiling for about 5 minutes. I'm going to use about 2 cups of rice. You want to be real careful because if you have too much rice in, it's going to overtake the dish because it sure does expand. Now, anybody who makes jambalaya knows you fucking cook the rice with the sauce. You don't cook the rice first. There we go. 2 cups of rice. Now you watch. That's going to become a great base for jambalaya. It's not going to be soupy at all. It's going to be so good. Oh, shit. So now, let's lower that heat down to low. Just let that rice go for about 25 minutes and we'll come back and take a look. All right, the rice has been in about 25 minutes. I'll take a look at that. Oh, wow. All right, I'm going to use the clear, what I think they call the fruit sheets. On each one, I'm going to spread it out as much as I can. If you don't spread it out enough, it stays a little damp on the bottom. I'll probably come back in 3 hours after having the dehydrator on and just turn in some of it over so that the moist side is up to get it fully dehydrated. I'm going to rehydrate some of that jambalaya I made. Now I know I should do it outside to make it more authentic, but it's like 20 fucking degrees out there, and I'll get enough cold weather on the trail. So I'm on the stove right now. We're going to get the pocket rocket going. I'll show you how you rehydrate this jambalaya and make it delicious. Alright, let's put in however much jambalaya you want. Damn it. Right, we're going to put just enough water in. Just enough water just to cover it. There you go. We're going to let that cook however long it takes to just get to a slight boil. Got the pocket rocket going. Alright, we got that to a decent boil. So let's just put the lid on it. Take it off the heat. Now we're going to let that sit for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. What time is it? 4:22? 4:22. We'll come back in about 10-15 minutes. 4:35. So that means we've let this sit for about 13 minutes. Oh, look at how it's soaked up all that water. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a tad bit more water in here, heat it up again, let it sit for 2 minutes, and it's ready. Okay, got it up to a good boil again. Let's cap it, set it for 2 minutes. Alright, let's take a look. It's just been a couple more minutes. Alright, let's put that in a bowl and see how it looks. Alright. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can pull out a shrimp in here. You're going to see something. See, they don't rehydrate into be these beautiful, they don't rehydrate to be these beautiful plump shrimp. It's a fibrous, dense fish, so it's not going to rehydrate well. You see these people using 21, 25 count shrimp. That's fucking crazy. They're never going to rehydrate well. It's a little chewy, but gives you great shrimp flavor, some good nutrients on the trail.